Aloha, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to the program. So it's been, about 15 months or so since the last time we had gotten together. I do hope that you're doing well. For myself, it's really just been about getting the Blues channel up and running, working the 2 jobs throughout the summer, and as always, just trying to figure out to deal with this mess. I'm just thinking that's just a fight I'm always going to lose. Anyway, it is good to be back, and I do hope that you're going to join us for the ride. Last week was the WNBA All-Star Game, and of course, the only thing anybody ever wanted to talk about was the game, the players, and the festivities, right? Nope, not at all. The only thing anybody wanted to talk about was, one, the contract, which is fine, fair game, we should talk about it, and of course, the t-shirts, those damn t-shirts that apparently upset so many people across the country. Hell, I even saw some video feeds from Australia where people are getting worked up about them. Anyway, now, of course, we could have a good adult factual conversation about these things, but apparently not. And honestly, the more information I saw, especially coming over social media, the more real condescending it got. And not just from amateurs, from professionals, and everyone alike. This is what it is, I guess. Now, to paraphrase Jason Whitlock, the league is really being run by a bunch of angry lesbians choosing sexual identity over what's good for business. And of course, along the way, hating Caitlin Clark as well, because I guess you always got to do that, don't you? He said he also believes that the league hates Christians. Good to know. Wants to put women in charge of men, and that, quote, they want to go to the Essence Festival and to bed whatever woman that they want. Now, Jason, my friend, I can't really speak too much about the first two. Just don't know enough about the topic. But the last one, going to a concert, meeting up some hot chicks, seeing where nature takes it. Gotta be honest with you, bro. Can't hate it. All right. I'm not going to talk down that idea. I just can't. I think that's fine. And look, I don't care if you think the league is boring or whatever. Just, if you're going to hate with some knowledge. Don't just be an ass. And look, I don't mean this to be a rant against Jason Whitlock. That's not what it's about. I've watched him for years. And over the years, he has had opinions and has made points that I thought were well thought out, and again, opinions that I have enjoyed. This just isn't one of them. I think it's cheap, it's easy, it's lazy. And he's not the only one, of course. And it's not just men. Apparently, women are all upset about this crap as well. And it does seem that there's this whole industry that has been built up with the idea that the WNBA is just one big DEI program gone wild. And those t-shirts, those awful t-shirts, those goddamn t-shirts. Pay us what you owe us. Absurd. Ridiculous. Asking for more money. All right, so gonna make you a deal. Let's talk some WNBA. Let's talk a little bit about the contract situation. And let's just leave out the bullshit, can we? And again, look, a lot of you find basketball below the rim boring, right? If that's you, God bless, don't watch. Hey, look, I'm going to be honest with you. I don't watch a lot of WNBA games either. I don't find them as interesting as, say, men's college or the NBA. And I'll probably, when Detroit gets, when their franchise begins playing in 2029, I'll probably pay more attention then, because then now it's a local team. But by the way, I do have some ideas on the team nickname for that Detroit franchise. That's coming up a little bit later. But first things first, those damn t-shirts, right? Pay us what you owe us. Look, it's a rallying point for the players, and it's a marketing idea. All right? It's not the Federalist Papers. It's not the Declaration of Independence. It's not legally binding in any way, shape, or form. Look, in the last few years, the WNBA has exploded in terms of fan interest, ratings, revenue, and yes, team evaluation. And of course, Caitlin Clark was a big part of that. Okay? But pay us what you owe us just recognizes the player's history in the growth of that league. That's it. No other reason to get upset about it. It's a freaking t-shirt, for God's sakes. All right, number 2, the contract. Yes, the Players Association opted out of the contract. Why? Because that's what Players Association does. That's what players do, okay? That's what leagues do. You never go to the end of a season without a new contract. You always pull out the year before it wraps up. Never. Okay, that's rule number 1. You never go into that season as a lame duck. It's just bad business. You just can't do it. Number 3. Tell me if you heard this one before. The league has never turned a profit, and the players are lucky to get what they get. Now, number 1, first of all, it's always a weak argument because first, it's not your money, so who gives a damn who's paying what, right? Second of all, this argument, if you've been paying any attention whatsoever, has happened in the WNBA, of course, in the NBA, Major League Baseball, the NHL, the National Football League, okay? Anytime a contract comes up, players ask for more money. Teams counter by saying like, sorry, bro, love to pay you more, but we just don't have enough money. Players say, cool, let me see the books. Owners say, no, we can't do that. If you own a professional sports franchise, and if your accountant cannot find you a loss over consistent seasons, you need to find yourself a better accountant. Mark Cuban, right? Love the guy. He says he has lost hundreds of millions of dollars as the owner of the Dallas Mavericks. Cuban bought the team in 2000 for $285 million. A big investment, no question. 2 years ago, he sold a controlling interest in that franchise for $3.5 billion. That's a real nice return on your investment. The Lakers just sold for $10 billion. And I'm sure over the years, their accountant has found enough losses to offset their tax burdens on many, many, many occasions. Because again, if they didn't, they're going to be out of work. Look, let's be clear. I'm not saying the WNBA teams are as valuable as the NBA teams. They clearly are not. Very different economies of scale. But according to the website Sportico, and by the way, if you are interested in sports economics at all, for instance, if you want to see how much money your team has tied up in free agency contracts, how much cap space you got, whatever it might be, Sportico is a great website. I highly recommend it. It's a lot of fun just to kind of nerd out on the numbers. Anyway, according to the folks at Sportico, the average value of a WNBA team last year was $96 million. This year, it's $269 million. Holy shit, that's a big improvement. And yes, the players deserve a portion of that. That new $2.2 billion television deal adds to that valuation of the team. So that we use money line is probably really never been totally true. And if it is for any given 1 year, it's just a math problem. At the end of the day, when the owners cash in their chips, sell the franchise to the next person, they're going to more than make up for whatever small losses their accountants had found for them in any given year. So there you go. That's it. Nice and easy. Just a few ideas, just a few facts. So go ahead, continue to hate on the WNBA if you want. I'm fine with it. Just don't be a dick about it. There it is. Please like, subscribe, share, post a comment, and let's hope it won't take us another 15 months to get together. Y'all take care, all right, my friends?